okay? If you're feeling overwhelmed by the thought of buying your own home, you are not alone. Hi, my name's Marianne Elliott from 360 Mortgage Solutions, and today I wanted to jump on and chat to you about the 3 big questions I commonly hear from first home buyers. So whether you're scrolling through realestate.com looking at all the listings, or you're trying to figure out how much you can borrow, or buying your first home, what grants are available, it can feel like a huge mountain to climb. And that's where I'm hoping to take some of the guesswork out for you. So let's look at question number 1, and it is, how much can I afford to borrow? Or what is my borrowing capacity? This is probably on the top of everyone's mind, especially after what's happened in the market with property prices going up so much. Knowing your budget can help you narrow down your options and what type of property you're looking for. For example, I met with some first home buyers the other day. We narrowed down their budget and they were able to find a property that weekend in their open homes. It also alleviates that risk of you falling in love with a property only to find that the bank doesn't support the amount that you're looking to spend. Here's what you need to know about your borrowing capacity. It depends on 3 main things. The first one is your income. How much income have you got coming into the household? The second one is your expenses. So how much debt or living expenses, or how much is life costing you and how much money is going out of your bank account every month. And the third one, of course, is the size of your deposit. The more cash you have, the less you need to borrow. So lenders will look at these things to work out how much they would comfortably lend you in a home loan. They will add a little bit of a buffer to allow for if there is more interest rate movement. But my warning to particularly first home buyers, but to everyone, is not to borrow your maximum. Just because the bank says you can afford a certain amount, you really also need to look at how much you're comfortable to repay, and making sure that you can still afford the lifestyle you're accustomed to when you're paying off your new home. So it's always a good idea to have a chat to a mortgage broker like me or Tara, so we can narrow down in your current situation, what does your borrowing capacity look like? Next up, the second big question: what government grants and schemes or incentives are available to me? For first home buyers in Australia, there's actually a large range of grants and schemes. To be honest, Tara and myself in the office have found the most common scheme that we're using is the home buying scheme. The home buying scheme is fantastic because it allows first home buyers with a 5% plus costs deposit to get into their first home without paying lender's mortgage insurance. So lender's mortgage insurance is an insurance policy, just like your car insurance policy, but it gets added to the loan, and instead of protecting you, it protects the bank. So it is a necessary evil, but if you can avoid that extra charge, it just helps you to build equity and save money from the get-go. So that has to be one of the most common schemes that we look at for first home buyers within the office. Now, on that note, I have had some clients who were talking to other specialists in the area that weren't necessarily first home buyer experts, and they didn't know about the scheme or that the client qualified, and were actually quoting lender's mortgage insurance charges to these clients. And it wasn't until we met with them and presented our recommendations that were a lot cheaper because there was no lender's mortgage insurance, the client told us about their other experience. So it's really important that if you are a first home buyer looking to save as much money as possible, you talk to someone who is a first home buyer expert, so they can make sure that you are getting all the schemes and grants and incentives that are applicable to you and your purchase. Okay, question number 3. What is the home buying process? What happens when? This is a really good question, and I love when I get asked this because it means that I'm talking to a first home buyer who wants to make sure they're preparing and planned out their home buying journey. Because the last thing you want to do is be halfway through your home buying journey and realize that you're really just running off the cuff and reactively doing what you need to do, and you have no idea what's to come next. So when it comes to the steps, I'm a big advocate for fully assessed pre-approvals. So what I mean by that is before you start doing anything, you talk to your mortgage broker about how much you can afford and what it looks like for you to be buying your first home. In that appointment, your mortgage broker will take you through what the next steps are and what the journey is going to look like. And as long as you have trusted professionals who can help hold your hand and guide you through the process, you will be able to be prepared for what's to come in the next step without feeling overwhelmed or without missing something crucial. So that's the top 3 questions that I get asked as first home buyers in the office. But if there's a question that's burning your brain and I didn't cover it, you are absolutely welcome to pop a comment in below and I'll make sure I cover it next time. Otherwise, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. And if you've already started your home buying journey, I hope you're nailing it. And if you've got any questions or you just want some help getting started, reach out to myself and Tara at 360 Mortgage Solutions. We would absolutely love to join you on your home buying journey.